What if I told you there's a cheesecake that not only looks stunning, but that's also healthy for you? Stay tuned to discover the exotic and vibrant flavors of this must-try Ube cheesecake recipe. If you're new to the channel, I'm Geronimo, and I'm a professional chef and product designer in the San Francisco Bay Area. So today we're making an indulgent and wholesome Ube cheesecake recipe that is also plant-based. We'll be using real ube in this dish so we can get that real ube flavor in the filling, none of that extract stuff. And if you're new to ube is a purple yam root vegetable from the Philippines with a nutty and sweet profile, kind of a cross between pistachio and vanilla. So if you got the purple passion like me, get your aprons on and let's get cooking. To kick off this recipe, we'll start with the crust. Now what sets this crust apart is the blend of almond and coconut flours. It'll have a nice crunch and a subtle nutty flavor that perfectly complements the creamy filling. And of course, it'll all be super delicious while being plant-based, gluten-free, and paleo-friendly. Let's put it together. Preheat your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius and line the bottom of an 8-inch or 20 centimeter springform pan with parchment paper and grease the sides for good measure. In a medium mixing bowl, bring together 1.5 cups or 145 grams of almond flour, 1/4 cup or 30 grams of coconut flour, 1/4 cup or 20 grams of unsweetened shredded coconut, 1/4 cup or 60 milliliters of coconut oil melted, 2 tablespoons or 30 milliliters of maple syrup, 1 teaspoon or 5 milliliters of pure vanilla extract, and lastly, a pinch of kosher salt. Then mix it all together until you get a crumbly dough-like consistency, and then press it evenly into the bottom of the pan. Feel free to use an offset spatula or the bottom of a measuring cup to pat it all down tightly and bake for 10 to 12 minutes. Look for that light golden hue at the edges, then set it aside to cool. Now let's talk filling. What makes our cheesecake truly special is our star ingredient, the ube. This vibrant purple yam isn't just about the color, it's packed with vitamins and antioxidants. Combined with the creaminess of the cashews and the coconut cream, we're looking at a dessert that's as nourishing as it is delicious. So in a blender, add 2 cups or 300 grams of raw cashews soaked, and a time-saving trick here is to soak the cashews with boiling water for 15 to 30 minutes, versus traditionally soaking them in room temperature water, which takes at least 4 hours. Add 1 cup or 200 grams of ube, purple yam, cooked and mashed, 1/2 cup or 120 milliliters of coconut cream, 1/2 cup or 120 milliliters of maple syrup, 1/3 cup or 80 milliliters of coconut oil melted, 1/4 cup or 60 milliliters of lemon juice, freshly squeezed, 2 teaspoons or 10 milliliters of pure vanilla extract, and 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. Blend it all together until it's smooth and creamy. Pour the mixture over the cooled crust, smooth the top, give the pan a gentle tap to release any air bubbles, and then pop it in the fridge. It'll need at least 6 hours, but preferably overnight to set. Once you're ready to serve, take the cheesecake out of the fridge and carefully remove the sides of the springform pan while leaving it on the bottom pan. Now we're ready to slice. Grab a sharp knife and a cup of warm water, which will help between each slice. Place it on your most Instagram-worthy plate and optionally top it off with a dollop of whipped coconut cream. And there you have it, friends, a delicious and nutritious ube cheesecake that is pretty with all that purple goodness and totally made from plants. Okay friends, now it's the moment of truth to try the ube cheesecake. But before I do that, let's point out one thing. So one thing you will notice about this cheesecake is that it's not as purple as the other mainstream Filipino ube desserts that you see. And the reason is we didn't use any artificial coloring. We use real ube, and that's why it's not as purple, but still super delicious. So now I'm gonna take a bite without the coconut cream first, just to taste the ube cheesecake by itself. I always start from the tip. Bon appetit. So the filling is super creamy and rich. It's got a bit of that tang from the lemon juice to give it that real kind of cheesecake flavor. And the crust is really nice. It's got a nutty and sweet flavor with some hints of coconut. I'm gonna take another bite. And you can taste the flavor of the real ube. It's giving those notes of pistachio and vanilla, and it's super comforting. I'm gonna try it with the coconut cream. And it's super good. So what I love about this dessert is that it's got the vibrant colors and the exotic flavor of the ube. And because it's plant-based, it's super good for you and really healthy. So it feels comforting, not just for my soul, but also for my body. And yeah, I can't wait for you to try this recipe at home and try this wholesome plant-based ube cheesecake dessert. If you enjoyed this video, check out one of my other videos here where I show you how to make another Filipino sweet treat, Filipino spaghetti, but fancy. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.